Right. All right.
All right.
Yes.
Welcome to Savings Highway Global Executives. And we got a lot of great executives. It's just 10, helping 10 people save money will get you up to executive status. And that's amazing, because what it does for you is it opens up all 10 levels of a multi-million-dollar comp plan. It gives you 10% matching bonuses. But in addition to that, it puts you in a position where you can come on and have small group meetings with myself, the founder, and our illustrious leaders, and your voice can be heard and you can be a part of the family. How many of you folks on the line here would agree that I made a good decision in picking Mr. Tim Jones as my right-hand man? How many of y'all would?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
I want to thank Tim again publicly, because we talk almost every day, at least once or twice. And he is just a phenomenal person. He's one of my best friends and my prayer partner. And I just want to say thank you, Tim, for all that you do for the company, for the mission. This is a guy who's never looked out for what's in it for me, what's in it for me. He's always, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I help? How can I serve? And because of that, it's really given a great philosophy for our company. So everybody, let's give Tim a hand.
Yeah.
Very good. We got a lot of great people on the line tonight. And we're going to be launching our credit repair here in May, either the first or second week of May. We're launching credit repair. How many people are excited about helping people fix their credit and getting paid to do it?
Absolutely.
So we're going to talk about that in a minute. We have some great people on here. We've got some great progress, and I'm going to share with you a little preview of some of our titanium benefits that are coming in. We are launching our titanium program the first week of May. Next week.
Next week.
That's right.
And the beautiful app that comes along with it. Savings Highway Global, beautiful app for these benefits, okay? So of course it'll be an integration process, but we're so excited about that. We had a great meeting today. Another thing that we just did is we got with our software engineers, and they have, how many of y'all noticed the site's going pretty fast? Going good?
Yes.
Yes? Pretty good, right? It makes you feel good, doesn't it? We've also met with some database experts, and we are poised, as we need to move into a server situation that has what's called distributed servers, slices, redundancies, and it can be put over. Imagine this, like let's say your cup was this full, could hold this much, and you got up to this much, it would just open another cup and open this much, and open another cup and keep opening cups forever, right? So we have, because we're talking about 1 million customers or 1 million families, and probably millions of customers, right? So we need, but this type of technology we're talking about that we can move to will hold 1 million transactions per second.
Wow.
Per second. That's how big it can get. So we can, the good news is we have the ability to be scalable for as far as the eye can see.
Awesome.
So I want to talk, let's give a hand on that one. That's pretty good, right?
That's good stuff.
Okay. I want to go ahead and share my screen with you. And let me pull up my correct one there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Just going to show you, we have several pages that are coming in. Now you're going to see in the header some pages up here that are not on the site right now, but over the next few days, they're going to be there. Okay. I've been working on these. How many of you saw the new back office today?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes?
I like it. Yes.
Major upgrade.
I like it.
What do we think? What are we thinking?
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
like
What did you like about it?
It's very open, very, you know, everything, you can see it right there. I like that.
Easy access.
Yeah, I like the ease of access, easy on the eyes, and crystal clear when it comes down to a person finding what it is they're looking for.
That's great.
Very structured.
That's great. Fantastic. Well, you know, I just want to thank everybody's input because it's moving forward that makes everything. It's like when one thing gets better, something else gets better. You know, what is the phrase, Jeb and Chris? You say when was about the ocean and the boat rising? How's it go?
A rising tide rise all boats.
A rising tide raises all boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what's going on. So I'm going to share with you real quick here, and I think you will like this. I believe you will. So grab your titanium benefits. Now, how many of y'all like to be on that little infinity pool right there?
Oh, absolutely.
This is what I live for, baby, right there. So, you know, we want to give this persuasion, your titanium benefits, and help you live this kind of lifestyle. And this page is not complete, but I'm going to share with you some of the cool stuff here included with your titanium membership. We got a legal plan, 24-hour roadside assistance, dental discounts, vision discounts, prescription discounts, 24-hour teledoc with 0 fees. Everybody said that, 0 fees. You don't pay a copay, 0 fees. You got your savings portal, your world's greatest travel. You got a titanium financial hotline, titanium tax hotline, free tax filing by a CPA, and a free credit repair consultation. Now we're talking about value or value. Is that value or value?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Value.
Tremendous value.
absolutely. That's value.
How many companies out there are selling a business opportunity with $1,000 worth of informational downloads?
Haven't seen it.
You know what I'm saying? This is $199, folks. Plus, the $199 is a tax deduction. If you're doing it as a business, the membership is a tax deduction. And somebody says, "Oh, that's expensive." No, it ain't expensive. It's free.
Right.
It's expensive if you don't join because now you're going to miss out on the tax deductions. So let me ask everybody this question. If you save $3,000 to $10,000 a year on your taxes and an entire year of titanium was $2,400, if you save more on your taxes than it cost, did you win?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Plus, of course, all the benefits. But anyway, that's what we got here. And I'm just going to kind of refresh this page so we can see the coolness of how it comes in here. We got, let's see here, let's refresh this. We got here your legal team. You got your own legal team, thousands of attorneys, one-on-one consultations, attorney-made phone calls, help with legal documents, assistance with welfare and INS, representation in small claim court, and a simple living will. Those are free legal services, folks.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Steve,
Yes.
that right there is about $36 per month
Mhm.
by itself.
With other companies, exactly.
Absolutely. That is well, that by itself is enough to get a lot of folks' attention.
Exactly. 24-hour roadside assistance. She does not come with the roadside assistance, but the smile does. You know, flat tire, lockout, battery, collision, towing coverage up to $80.
Wow.
Fuel, fluid, oil, water delivery, 24/7 service. Is
Awesome.
that good or good?
That is good.
Great.
It's
All
better
right.
than good.
Aetna Dental Access, 262,000 dental practitioners. You're going to save between 15 to 50%. Cleanings, x-rays, crowns, root canals, fillings. Okay.
Mm.
Coast to coast vision, 20,000 vision providers saved 10 to 60%. All right. We got the teledoc, 24/7 access to doctor. It's only a call or click away. Talk to the doctor, phone, online, get diagnosis, treatment options, and prescriptions. Okay, avoid the ER or urgent care. 10-minute average doctor response time. We got pharmacy savings in here. How many of y'all have seen things like GoodRx and things like that?
Oh, yes.
Very
Just
similar
recently.
program like GoodRx. Okay, it's going
Right.
to save you 10 to 85% on most prescriptions.
I'm excited about that one.
60,000 pharmacies. We get a lot of testimonials on this one, I'm sure. Okay. And those are just a couple of them. We got some more that will be coming on there. But I want to bring on Keisha, and let's talk about this one, which is going to be free credit repair consultation. All right. So let me stop sharing. Keisha, are you able to come on the video, my friend? There she is. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Hi, Keisha.
What's cool about Keisha is, first of all, I'm a client. She's getting me 100 points right now. We're in process, okay? After my divorce, I did a bunch of crazy stuff with my money where I was just like, I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that. You know. But she's helping me, you know, she's helping me now. But what's cool about Keisha is I feel like she's also part of the family. She's not just a vendor on the outside. She's a platinum partner. She came in right away. She's going to be using benefits. She's going to be introducing people. So she's part of our family. So that's a great thing. But I was also very impressed with her professionality and professionalism and just going through the process myself and how good it was to talk with somebody and have them explain everything. And I was like, girl, you explaining too much for me. I got to go.
He literally said that. He literally said that.
The chase, I'm busy. But that's the thing is she has a staff of people. Right now, we can take a couple thousand clients a month right now.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
So Keisha, you know, we are giving with the titanium membership, and we're getting right now about 25% of members coming in are coming in at titanium. We haven't even launched it.
Crazy. Crazy.
Right?
I love it though. I love it.
We haven't even launched it. And they're going to get a free consultation with Keisha or her team.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to basically sign them up and y'all are going to refer them. And I'm going to talk about, for the first time, I'm going to reveal the compensation on this. Okay.
Excellent.
I'm going to reveal the fast start compensation. I'm not going to reveal the monthly consultation, but if you want to take notes, okay, this is what it's going to be. Most credit repair type situations, people are going to pay around $1,000. They usually pay it up front, right? But this is going to be affordable for the masses. So if somebody wants to buy a house, they want to get a loan, they want to get a car, and it makes too much of a difference, Keisha, does it make somebody getting a house or a car when their credit is here or if their credit is here? Give us a little insight as to how important that is and how many millions of people are looking for that.
Absolutely. On average, for let's say for a car, we're looking at around a $20,000 car, which is about the average for a nice new vehicle nowadays. You can pay upwards of about $7,000 to $10,000 more over the life of your loan for bad credit versus if you just had your, what we consider your regular normal credit situation. And the crazy, but that's like getting a whole nother free car, guys. That's like a whole nother free car. And for a home, it is sickening to think that the average is about $130,000 more that you would pay for the same house with at the same price. You'll pay $130,000 more over the life of your loan than someone with good credit.
Wow. That's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
That's a big deal. And one of the things that's great about this is Keisha's team is not just going to fix the credit. They're going to do an ongoing monthly touch point, making sure the people are doing the right thing, following through, and actually educating them on how to not fall into those bad traps again. So talk a little bit about that, Keisha, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, because the one thing, and we've all been there, right? That's why credit repair for me is so personal, because we've all been there at different times of our lives, especially for individuals like myself, who we have a little age on us. You hit different points in your lives where you go through different transitions. So the first one obviously is when you graduate. Well, you only know what you know. So if your parents had bad financial habits, you're taking those with you. And then your next phase is typically around getting married. Unfortunately, the next phase around that sometimes is around getting divorces or children, where you're just racking up mounds of debt and you find yourself in situations where you can't pay for them. So the biggest part of the program really is the education, helping people to find other ways out of situations, but also really helping people to avoid getting into those debt heavy situations. Sometimes we find that we live outside of our means. And right now you turn on the news and all you hear about is the potential of a recession because inflation is going crazy and the economy is tanking. And well, the biggest way to avoid those situations is really smart financial habits, so that when these situations do take a turn for the worse and they're out of our control, we can't control that stuff happening, is that you are informed with the right information that hopefully we can coast through these situations without the pitfalls of bankruptcies and foreclosures and not paying bills and all that kind of stuff. So that's really what the monthly touch points are for. We're gonna be briefing the individuals on where their scores track and how things are looking, what was deleted, what was improved, but also just educating throughout the program. So that, matter of fact, I talked to one guy today and he was an older gentleman. He was in his 50s, late 50s. So not by any means old, but he just felt like, hey, I'm older and I just don't know this stuff. He said, but every time I go to do something, they're talking about my credit report. He said, from jobs to my insurance. And I was telling him it affects everything. So, don't be ashamed that you're in your 50s just learning this stuff. Heaven forbid, if you have longevity, you're still got 20, 30, 40 years to go, and you're going to need to know this information. That's where that education really kicks into play at.
Yeah, what's cool about it is when I was talking with you, for example, I say, well, should I do that? Should I do that? You're like, okay, do this, don't do that, because And that's the thing, is people just need a little guidance, and it's really a simple process to get that score up 100 points or more. So how many of y'all would like to hear a little bit about the compensation on this? You can unmute.
Like, that's what we're here for.
You can
Yes, sir.
unmute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unmute. Your executives, unmute.
Yes, yes,
Let me
yes.
hear you.
Money, show me the money.
Carl Douglas, I want to hear you.
Absolutely.
Let me ask, how many of y'all like to hear the compensation on this? Let me hear you there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely.
Show me the money.
So first of all, before I tell you about the kind of money that we can make for helping people, again, everything we do, we get paid to help people.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard of a lot of credit repair and credit restoration. We're going to call credit restoration. I think is a little more classy, but it's restoration and education. But how many of y'all have ever heard of a credit restoration that will give 100% refund?
Never.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't happen.
Mm-mm.
Keisha, before I get into that compensation, elaborate, please.
Absolutely. So our program is designed that, so just kind of like a little refresher. So we don't just do a little consultation and boom, we're going to fix your credit and you don't hear from us ever again, or maybe every couple of months. So we're going to do your consultation. Then we're going to do a thorough evaluation where we're going over your credit report with you. We're telling you exactly what we're going to do. We want you to hold us accountable. And we're going to give them ideas, educational things that they can do to improve their credit as well. And then we're going to put that into a written credit action plan. That way, everybody has it on paper so that we can hold both parties accountable. So because of that written credit action plan being in place, we're going to guarantee that in the first 45 days, they're going to see a score increase. As long as both parties are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, there's no reason why there should not be some type of score increase. Now, of course, we can't guarantee what that's going to be. That's where you get into a whole lot of compliance issues, is people guaranteeing 700s or 830s or whatever the case may be. We can't do that. But what we can tell you is if you follow the plan, your score is going to trend upward where it's supposed to be.
That's good. Give her a hand, y'all. It's so exciting.
That's awesome.
I've been praying for the right partner for a few years for this. So before I tell you the compensation, think about, pull up on your phone, just pull up your contacts real quick. Everybody pull up your phone, look at your contacts. I want you to start scrolling through and just think, how many of these people that I know on my phone here probably would want to get an extra 50, 100 points on their credit score? Now, after you scroll through for a minute, I want you to just shout out a number. How many of these people on your phone do you think could probably want to get their credit improved?
About 50%.
Yeah.
Give me a number. Not a percent. Give me a number. How many?
100.
Out of 1,000 people, that's 500.
500? 1,000?
Yeah, easy 500.
Thanks a lot.
500, Derek Smith?
400 or 500.
Say 50 to 100.
50 to 100 people?
200.
200 people? So, you know,
150.
out of those, you know, if you had 500 people and you expose them to this, maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of them are going to do it.
Compensation.
And they also need to become a member to get access. You just built your business. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So on top of your commissions that you get for membership, this is going to be for the complete evaluation, which is going to do a free consultation with the Titaniums, but then there's a complete evaluation which they go through everything. So that is only not $1,000, not $750, is only $299.
Wow.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice.
And then most people are going to stay on the program about 6 months, and it's only $129 a month.
Wow. Good news.
Excellent.
How many like the price point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Keisha and her advisory board and her team have been very, very generous, and they understand that this is going to be thousands and tens of thousands of clients. So they have been willing to say, you know what, Savings Highway, we're going to give you a huge chunk of the money to pay your people.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Excellent.
So every time you introduce somebody, folks, you're going to make $100.
Wow. Wow.
So you introduce, you know, 10, that's 1,000. You introduce 20, that's 2,000. You introduce 50, that's 5,000, right? That's a fast start.
Yes, it
But the
was.
fast start is 10 levels.
Whoa.
And I'm about to rock your world for a second.
Rock my world.
Let's
Are you
go.
ready?
Absolutely.
100,
Mhm.
15,
Excellent.
15, 15, 15.
Wow.
And the rest is spread out a couple of bucks.
That's a lot of money.
We're
Strong.
putting the money up.
That is a lot of money.
So who can do some quick calculations and think, if I referred 5 customers on this and they refer 5 and they refer 5 and they refer, let's just do something real quick. I'm just going to do first of all, 5 customers, you just made $500.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's say 5 times 5 is 25,
Mhm.
125, 625, 3125.
That's correct.
So let's say it's somewhere around, 3,500 clients times 15, and you just made 52 grand, baby.
Good. Wow.
Wow.
Woo.
And that's
is the place to
Steve.
be.
That's
SAG
just
is
that's
the place
just
to
off of the
be.
credit repair.
Huh?
Mm.
That's just off of the credit repair.
Yes,
Oh,
That's
my
awesome.
gosh. That is sick.
restoration and education.
There you go.
Exactly. So while you're helping people, you can put some real money in your pocket. $15 per level, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give us all a hand.
That's strong.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you, Keisha. Thank you.
Big up, Bill
Absolutely.
It's
Constein.
incredible. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Big up, Bill Constein. What's he looking at?
I love it.
He's looking at his bank account that's about to go up.
I'm making some calculations here. What's up, partners?
Bank
Executive
account.
partners?
Um,
Hello, Bill.
I want to thank Bill being very instrumental. We had a great meeting today. The company that's providing these benefits for us does not have any network marketing companies, nor do they accept them.
Wow.
That's awesome.
We asked them today, tell us one network marketing company that they don't have any.
Mm.
They only work with employee benefits groups. But Bill had forged a relationship from years gone by, done an amazing job, and he brought this and said, look, we've got a deal here, Steve. And we've been working on this thing, me and Bill, for about 3 or 4 months. It launches next week. So Bill, why don't you give us a little update on what's going on with these benefits and what happened with you in the past using these types of benefits?
Yeah, my pleasure. Hey, everyone. So we use these benefits to explode our business back in 2011 to 2015 as a major centerpiece. We actually use the legal, the financial, and LifeLock. Those are the 3 that we use in the program. So people got paid on it. So I was able to get it approved 11 years ago, and I made good contacts with some of the young men that were handling it. Well, the young man that was handling our account is now the executive vice president of the company. So it pays off to empower the young people as they become professionals, right? They become executives. So now I reconnected with them after having a very successful relationship with them, and we were able to structure it in such a way where they felt comfortable. And of course, hey, Savings Highway Global, 16-year track record, A+ rating, that helped a lot as well. So
Wow.
thank you, Steve, for keeping it super clean, right? And super powerful. No, no client complaints, customer complaints. They were looking for that. And they make a habit of turning down MLM network marketing companies, but they said, you know what, the way you're structured, we're going to accept you based on everything.
Wow.
We like what we see here.
Excellent.
So, starting off with the global travel.
Yeah, Bill, tell us about that. We're actually putting 2 benefits inside the Platinum, folks. The family legal plan and the global travel indemnity program. So Bill, tell us about that.
Let me see if I actually can bring it up. If I can bring this up here, the written word validates the spoken word, right?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
So
Documentation beats conversation.
yes.
Hey, I like your conversation, Bill. Keep on talking.
Yeah. So, given that travel is a big part of what we do, we looked at the global travel as being a big one for us. Let me just get you the definitions on this. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Good. So global travel assistance protects members and their families while traveling 100+ miles from home. So it didn't say 1,000
Go back, Bill.
miles.
You froze up. Go back. Protects members and their families. Go ahead.
While traveling 100 or more miles. 100, not 1,000, not 3,000, 100 miles. So that could be a staycation. Like when Steve goes to Orlando, that's certainly more than 100 miles, right? Helping them navigate through medical, legal, and emergency situations. Medical services include emergency medical evacuation, treatment monitoring, coordination of hospital payments, and insurance, and provider referrals. Let's see here. What else? Daily online questionnaire built on CDC guidelines designed to help employees determine if they're healthy and clear and all that. But what I like about this a lot is they'll swoop in on a helicopter. They'll take you to a hospital. They'll actually give you money if you lost your documents. They'll take you to a local, government building, if you're overseas or whatever. So this is something that our health insurance is not going to cover if we're in a time of need. So this global travel assistance, even for the richest of people, they could use this, right? If they lose their documents, they lose their identification, their passport, or they're in trouble, having our membership is going to benefit someone, whether they're hard on their luck, you know, just kind of scraping by, or if they are living high on the hog and or anywhere in between. So global travel assistance is a great, you know, a great program to complement our travel program. So the second thing is the the legal services.
Yeah, I covered all those benefits already.
Yeah, so all right, so good. So we have all of that, and yeah, it's just going to be a great fit for everyone. And then the app is just a multi-million-dollar application. I'm telling you, it's going to be custom made. Savings Highway Global, SHG place to be. When you show people, hey, check out this app, or you're sending information on it, you say, look at these benefits. People are going to want to have what you have. And as a titanium member, when you have all of those benefits, it's going to be great. So, you know, whether someone's at gold, they'll have that little cash back and the pharmacy card. So they'll get a little taste even at gold. And then at platinum, they're going to get, you know, the goods. They're going to get the legal, they'll get the global travel. So they're really getting into it. And then getting all the way in with titanium, having all those benefits is going to be huge for everybody. So excited to be able to bring this to the table for everybody.
Great job. Great job.
Bill, I just want to thank you for having that connection, because this is going to raise the bar of the company greatly. And getting a welcome package, every new platinum and titanium gets a welcome package. That is going to be a
physical.
That's going to be a game changer. And a lot of people are going to, you know, get more vested in the company as a result of this. So
I was going to go to you. Yeah, Jeb, I was going to go to you next and actually ask, you know, you guys use services and use these types of services to create just buku's amount of money for your reps in your former company. Can you talk about like what happened with you guys before and what we can do with these benefits with Savings Highway?
Yeah, we were a $5 million company before we went out and bought our own voice over IP switches. So when we bought those switches, we became a carrier. And the minute we did that, we went from 5 million a year to 25 million a year to 50 million a year to 75 to over 100 that quickly. And it's because people got more vested and they saw the company was moving in the right direction. And I see the same thing here. People are getting more vested each and every day, and the company is moving in the right direction. And it's because of people like you, Bill, and obviously Steve and Keisha. We're attracting the best of the best, and we're just getting started. I mean, one country right now is blowing up, Vietnam. There's going to be 20, 30 countries that blow up. But we need that one match to light the fire to get it started. This is a huge benefit. The credit repair is a huge benefit. These are things that are going to get people more vested and really working harder and bringing in more quality people that are going to grow the company.
Steve?
Fantastic.
Thank you, Jeff. I also want to think about this, Steve. That kind of opens the door also a little more to the international market, because that global assistance is international, right?
Well, the global travel assistance is for U.S. people who are traveling abroad.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let's
and 100 miles from
100 miles away. Like if you're going to go from Memphis to Atlanta, you're going to be covered, right? But you know, like for me, I go to Colombia. What if I'm in a place and somebody stole my passport? These are the guys I call to help me. You see, you're lost or hurt somewhere. You need help. This is who you call to get help. I want to go to Mr. Carl Douglas, and we're glad that your health is good, brother. This is a man who was instrumental in helping companies like Lyft and LifeLock to double their business with his marketing prowess and marketing ideas. And we become good friends. And he told me, Steve, I'm with you for life. He said, I'm with you because of the mission. It's not that I don't need the money. I'm here to help people. And that's the kind of people that we're attracting. Hey, a lot of people are coming in because they do need the money. We're going to help them. But Carl's one that wants to help the people who need the money. And they are going to be basically taking over their city with Savings Highway Global. But we just want to thank you. You've come to be a friend already. And, you know, now, I don't know if you got on maybe a little bit later, but the website is smoking hot. And we were talking about, we have the ability to move to all the distributed servers at any time we're ready. So we're ready for you, brother. Go ahead,
I'd like
Carl.
to hear that. That's good news. That's good news. Like, definitely like to hear that, because that's the main thing with some of these companies or some of these individuals. Sometimes when you get one shot at this, you know, to prove that you have the strength to take them or carry them, because they're already there. They want to be able to take what you have and distribute it themselves. Okay. When you mention countries, I got to say, without holding it back, I'm dealing with countries. Okay. And when you bring in the leaders of some of those countries, the tribes will follow. So you say you can handle it. That's what I need to hear.
Yes. And you know what we're going to do right now, they've just made a bunch of upgrades. We're going to watch it for the next few days. And you know, if anybody sees any issues at all, send an email right away to support@savingshighwayglobal.com. But we've made some, the programmers have made some really good improvements. So the site's smoking fast. The admin is like boom, 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 like this, you know, and we're pulling up large records at one time. Is Tim, it's going good, right? So we're going to make sure, you know, a couple more days here through the weekend, kind of look at it. We're going to reevaluate, and then we're going to look at moving into this kind of distributed servers. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing. It's like they call slices. So you have data, and some of you got on a little bit later. I was saying it's like this. Imagine you have a cup that can hold this much data. And when it gets this high, it just opens another cup, and it gets this high and it opens another cup, and it just keeps doing that. Plus it's backing them up. So that's what we want to build this, folks, to be a multi-billion-dollar company where we have millions and millions of customers, and we want to be the one that pays 80% of that money out to everybody. Speaking of paying money out, as we get ready to wrap up tonight, and I'll give anybody else a chance. I know Mr. Chris looks like he has some words to impart. And but I just want to mention the deadline for this wonderful promotion we just offered. We gave everybody, platinums and titaniums, the ability to earn extra money this month, right? So if you have, in this month, if you have just 3 new titaniums, either upgraded or new, you earned 100, 100, 100. Now it's not exactly 100, it's 50% of 199, right? You'll notice it's not exactly, right? 50% of 199, but you earn 100, 100, 100, and then you're gonna get a $200 bonus, that's $500. Now, if you have 3 titaniums, okay, 3 titaniums, and that's for titanium bonus. So you are titanium, and you have 3 titaniums in this month, and some of you have 6, and some of you have 9, right? So if you got 9, that's a $1,500. That's not bad. You know, you're getting this extra money. But also on top of that, for each set of 3 that you help bring their 3, you get a $1,000 bonus. Now that deadline to get paid on those in the next couple of weeks is what? In 2 days. So it is time to put your nose to the grindstone and get those stories and get that money. All right. So remember, help 3. And you got 100, 100, 100 plus a $200 bonus. Help those 3, or any of your 3, help 3 each. So a 3 and a 9, that's a $1,000 bonus for you folks. So they're getting a $500 bonus, and you're getting 1,000. We're putting a lot of money into helping you build your teams. Much more money than we're taking in, right?
Absolutely.
So that's why we're excited, because thank God that we have, you know, the bank account to be able to do these types of things. And we want you to be successful, create those stories. And we will run this promotion for as long as it's working. We may modify it, tweak it, make it easier, make it better, whatever. But we're going to run it for as long as it's working. And so far right now, a lot of people are going to be getting some bonuses. So we're real excited about that. Chris, why don't you wrap it up for us tonight? Or before we go to Chris, anybody else wants to comment or pitch in tonight?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Pastor.
Real quick. I don't care how we cut it. I don't care how we slice it, how we dice it, whatever. I am absolutely beyond amazed, my friend, at what has been placed inside of you. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, leadership matters. And I've always said when I do presentations, one of the things I highlight about that 4th degree black belt is the discipline it takes to get it. And if you can have that kind of discipline to get that high, then you understand the ups and downs of life. And you understand what it is to get beyond some of those things where you need to be. So man, I can get in a foxhole with you anytime and fight because of the discipline that you have, the self-discipline, and the love and genuine concern that you have for the folks in the field. So as Bishop Sutton was saying, I'm not trying to polish an apple. I'm just trying to tell you flat out truth. And brother, you have what I would call evidence that demands a verdict. Your life demands an absolute guilty verdict, and you are indeed the man that you're supposed to be. So I just want to say that before going further. I know you're bringing on another guy of the same quality of character, but none of this would be possible, man, if it wasn't birthed in your heart. And I want you to know from the heart that you got my unending support from a pastoral position, from a human perspective, from a man's perspective. Doc, I'm in your corner from now on until now on. So I just want to drop that real quick before we go.
Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate that. And I want to thank my adopted mom that raised me, Martha, because I was adopted. My biological mom was 15 when she got pregnant, and I was adopted. And I was adopted by a good Christian family, and she instilled some qualities in me. And she said, Stephen, you can do anything that you want in life as long as you're ready to meet the Lord. And she told me that like every night. And I believed it. And, you know, and Christ said, you know, greater the things that I'm doing, you can do too.
That's right. That's
you
right.
know, and, you know, I would touch my hands on people and fix them chiropractically. I'm not a chiropractor, you know, but it was because of that. But she told me one thing that really, when I was going to church, and we had a pastor, he's now a pastor of a 10,000 person church, David Cooper, amazing guy. The man knows the entire Bible. You can ask him whatever verse it is and he'll tell you. He knows it. And I was so enamored with him, and I was taking notes and everything. And my mom said to me, I said, wow, I want to be like him. She said, Stephen, listen to me. Men will let you down. God never will.
That's right.
And it was like,
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
And that's like that's why when somebody comes in, I'm going to do this big stuff, I don't get excited. Say, that's good. I'm here to support you. You notice me and Tim, we're just even keel. Somebody's mad at us, that's okay, whatever. You got a problem, we're gonna support you.
That's right.
But I also want to thank Tim for being there and giving me guidance and counseling. Because he does a fantastic job with me. Because sometimes I'm a mess. Chris, why don't you wrap us up, brother? And this has been a wonderful call. Y'all think this would be a good one to share with the public? I think so. They can see what kind of thing they can get up to in executive. What do y'all think?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mr. Oliver, industry legend.
Outstanding. Well, first and foremost, I can tell you this, for many of you, it is a privilege. It's an honor to be able to serve this incredible company. You know, at the helm, this is the early stages of it. And I look at all the things that Steve, you are doing, and now having Keisha aboard right now. We've been looking forward to that launch, man, from the first day that we spoke. Tim Jones, anything going, and you know, you hate to call somebody always if something is going wrong, but let me tell you something. When you're in a foxhole with somebody, you want to know that somebody has your back. And one thing with Tim Jones, you know he's gonna fight and figure it out. Whether he knows how to get it or not, by the time he gets back to you, he has figured it out. So I look at what we have right now that's special with this company. You're gonna see people come and go. And what you find happening in the early stages of a company that's about to become that $1 billion company, that's literally in the process of helping 1 million families get their freedom, you're going to find out that the right people got what I call that stick and stay mentality. That means that they are grounded, they focused in on it. They also are getting better. All of us, none of us are perfect. You know, I make mistakes, and there are situations that happen that challenge you to say, hey, you got to get better in some things. And I always believe that we can better our best, Steve. And right now, I believe that this company is doing everything that I've seen a company do in these stages. This company has improved in ways that it is taking companies 10, 15 years to literally get to. And you've been one of the main people pushing the narrative of making sure that you didn't come in with an arrogant posture when we talk to you about, you know, what things that where the company is, where it's going. You had a confident mindset that guess what? We're going to take it to some areas that most companies have never seen. And what I did, I, as well as I believe many of us, we felt the spirit of the company. We felt that, you know, some people can talk the talk, but others walk the walk. And right now, we have a company that's walking the walk, that we can believe in, that we can get behind, that we can go to battle with. And guess what? You know, in anything that we do, it's a term I learned from one of my mentors back in the day. It was called CANI, C-A-N-I, constant and never-ending improvement. And what I see right now, this company is constantly improving step by step. Whether it wasn't good enough that we have the services that we have, but now we have an app that's going to run the services. Then it wasn't just good enough to have an app. Now we have literally that you have packages going to be delivered to individuals explaining what it is. I remember in one of our telecom companies, we used to have what was called a kit. In that kit, people used to fight you over getting the kit, something that they could put their hands on. So what triggered my mind, as Bill was just talking about, they're going to be delivered part of a package. When a person receives something physically, it's almost like now they have a vested interest in it. And then when they get money back guarantees on different things, now it takes out all the fear. False evidence appear real, or as we say sometimes, forget everything and run. It takes out all that fear. And people now can really believe in something, man. And I believe that with everything in me, this is something special, is unique. It has never been seen in the industry. I don't care who tell you it has. I would say prove it, because I've not seen anything that what SHG is putting together right now. Unfortunately, we hit the right point. Unfortunately, some people won't recognize it until they come back and see it 6 months, a year from now, and they'll figure out not that they missed, they're gonna figure out really what they missed out on by not being in position, by not having a position running right now. So this is a special day and age, man. I want to say thank you for all the leaders that we have online right now. Each one of you are going to be, if you so choose to, you're going to literally help this company change 1 million+ lives if you choose to do it. Now, if you choose not to do it, we're going to do it anyway. But we'll love to make sure, because as I heard Pastor Sears say, hey, listen, we're in battle right now. We're going to put everything on the line. Guess what? It's all we got. And all we got is definitely enough to take this company to that $1 billion point and that millions of lives being changed, man. So back to you this time.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Chris. We have our call coming up Tuesday and Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, makeandsavemore.com. Let's end with SHG is the place to be. Everybody unmute. Let's go. Let's go. SHG is the place to be. SHG is the place to be. Yes, come on.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Place to be.